Suntem din nou în direct. Celebrul economist Roubini a explicat într-un interviu acordat realizatorului Antena 3 CNN Radu Tudor cum va fi afectată economia globală de noul val de dictaturi apărut în ultima perioadă. Care sunt amenințările ce vin dinspre Rusia, China, Iran și Coreea de Nord? Aflăm chiar în aceste momente.
There's this new axis of dictatorships, Russia, China, Iran and North Korea, that are attacking the Western world and the Western civilization. What should we focus on regarding these attacks coming from the dictatorships?
Definitely, these four revisionist powers are challenging the economic, monetary, financial, security, political, geopolitical system that US, Europe, and their other allies in Asia created after World War II. I think that the solution is that democratic capitalism and liberal democracy at the end wins. We have to reform our economies and political system to make them even more democratic. We have to invest into our people, into our economies, because our technologies and our dynamism and our innovation is going to be better than this other country. So we can win this strategic competition against our rivals if we are united, if we are cohesive, and if we invest into our own future.
How do you assess this impact of the defense industry in the worldwide economy?
Well, it means there is more government spending as a share of GDP on defense. US does more of it, Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Middle East, China, Japan, Korea, you name it. Everybody's spending more on defense as a share of GDP. This process is occurring, I would say for now, gradually, and therefore there are larger budget deficits, but they've been able to be sustained by the market with a slight increase in interest rates. But I would say that these structural large budget deficits are a problem that has to be addressed over time. Otherwise, it makes that less sustainable and can lead to risk of a debt crisis, even in a large economy.
What is the main Nouriel Roubini preoccupation for 2025?
Well, one of my preoccupations, of course, is that some of the geopolitical risks that are being contained so far become less contained. And if they become less contained, the impact on the economy, the impact on the market could be severe. That's a risk that we should not rule out. So geopolitics, of course, is a threat to the global economic recovery. The other risk for the case of the US is what people call it a no landing zone, where the US is not having a soft landing, going back to inflation of 2% and growth of 2%, but stays strong economic growth, but then inflation remains high. If that happens to the case, then the Fed has to raise interest rates even more rather than cutting them. And high interest rates for the rest of the world, especially emerging markets, is really bad news because it causes higher inflation for them. It causes the real value of their dollar debt expressed in local currency becomes higher. So there are all these complicated issues that happen if you have that problem.